Welcome to this week's edition of the Sports Scoop Coaches Show. Joining me is a frigid Hammond and the head baseball coach. Oh yeah, he's coming later.
Get frost on the pumpkin today, boy.
Yeah, and you're dressed for it. The walleye opener, everything's cruising, huh, Teddy?
The Twins are winning. It's been a great weekend, I tell you.
Well, let's start backwards and work to the front, Teddy. And we'll start with Kyle Collins and his tennis team.
I never know what you mean when you say start backwards.
Well, we usually go baseball, softball.
Oh, okay.
With tennis the last 3 weeks.
That's all right. We're trying to put off baseball as long as we can. The tennis team is now 1-13, Teddy, for Kyle. And I looked, he has 3 8th graders and a 7th grader in his top 10.
Yep.
They hosted their little quadrangular yesterday. They lost to Winona Cotter 7-0. They lost to Stewartville 4-3, and they lost to St. Peter 6-1.
I think St. Peter won it, right?
St. Peter went 3-0.
Okay.
And the Saints are having a really good year. I think they've almost clinched the Big South, and they'll be a force in their section.
Well, they must have been down at Clear Lake Park, too.
Yeah, I think they played, what did he say? The 4 singles played at the high school, the first 2 doubles played at Clear Lake, and the third doubles played at Oak Park.
Because I'm watching these parents, they're bundled up with blankets and parkas and their snowmobile gloves on. It was a terrible day for tennis as far as... It was. The wind is coming like crazy.
The Blue Jays 1-13. Tuesday they have that crossover match where they pair up against the other side according to where you finished.
Yep.
And unfortunately for Waseca, they have to travel to Worthington
to
play that match. So
well, maybe they'll score like the girls softball team did down in Worthington.
Yep, maybe.
They got a good movie.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber.
Teddy, the golf teams, and by God, I do have something on New Richland.
You finally?
It's not good, but I do have it.
Okay.
They had their conference meet. The boys were 5th out of 5. The girls were 3rd out of 3. They only had 3 full teams.
So they're 8 out of 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe it's perfect if you look at it that way, huh?
Well, that's what we got coming to town here for our away meet on Monday.
Big invite. And Teddy, how about the boys golf? You're going by memory today, huh?
For what?
Didn't you have any?
None.
You played nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, how about that?
Monday we were supposed to go on to St. James, and it got rain down there. And then Tuesday we were supposed to do something. That got rained out, and then we had to go to the course. But then there was Women's Day, and it was terrible out at the course. So we went indoors and played trivia. Said that, everybody says that the golf is such a physical game. I lost, but I was the one who ran the game. Anyhow, we did nothing but mental tests and things like that. And one was Waseca trivia, and you guys would have done well on that. And then there was, we have a matrix, where you have initials on the side and initials across the top, and then where the box comes together, you got to come up with a name. So it was like a D on the side and a W on the top, okay? Then you know any famous athletes, any famous...
Darrell Waltrip.
There you go, Darrell Waltrip.
Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington. So you guys would have been good at it. But if you tie if you got like 5 teams or 6, whatever I divide them up into, if you say the same name as somebody else, you got to cross it off. So you're trying to find an obscure name, but one that everybody knows. And I was the judge on if I like these rappers and stuff. I don't know these rappers, but I said if I don't know them, doesn't count. I said, hey, that's the way it works. I'm in charge of the game.
Your game?
That's right, my game, my rules. That's how it works. So we played about 4 or 5 of these mental games, and
does that help?
I think it does.
Well, then, could we bring the baseball team in for a session with you?
Yeah, I got
mental game.
I got plenty of the sheets left over. Okay, and then we have there's a word puzzle that's in the free press every day where they have words that are all jumbled up, and then you got to sort the words out, and then they got circles around them. Then you take the circle letters, and then you make it into a puzzle solver. And that one was really good. Nick Buckley and the boys won that baby. So that was their practice. Then Wednesday was another atrocious day with the weather. So I just said, we're going to have our pictures taken if we put them on the bulletin board at school, and that was practice that day. And then Thursday we got out on the course, had a qualifier, and Friday turned crap again. So what a lousy week for golf. It was terrible.
Tough week.
So we got to make all these matches coming up now. So Monday we go.
Waseca, Janesville, and NR will all be at Lakeside on Monday.
And we're away. We're the away team. So the kids are loving it. They get out of school at 10:45. And it'll be 18 holes, and the reason they do it is these other teams are going to have their subsection in Waseca, so they want to get the course of playing 18 holes, obviously. So then we go Tuesday, we go down to Blue Earth, and then Thursday, let's see, what do we got Thursday? Anything to make up? Nothing I'm aware of. And Friday we got the St. James makeup. We got to go down to St. James. We got 2 out of the 3 going on the road. That's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to have a hectic week, and then I'm sure the 7th and 6th hour teachers are going to be upset because the kids have got to get out of school early, and oh man. But then we got the Big 12 coming up a week from Monday, and we'll see how we sort out with the rest of the teams in the conference, and then we get ready for sections.
The track teams found a little info this week, Teddy.
Yeah.
The Waseca boys and girls went to the Section 2 AA True Team, which Mankato East has just ruled for about 3-4 years now, and they did again.
Yes, they did.
The boys finished 6th out of 10 teams. The girls finished 4th out of 10 teams. For the boys, Cole Strike won the 800 and 1600. Elijah Carter won the high jump. Dylan Whittaker won the shot put. So they did have some winners.
And imagine if they had Guzzi out for track.
Yeah.
Last year he was coming on strong in the high jump, so he and Carter could be going 1-2.
He just didn't go out this year, huh? Is that it? Or?
Basketball.
Oh, practicing year round.
Knees were starting to bother him, and maybe, he grew as fast as he did, and sometimes you get that Osgood Schlotters. I'm not sure if he got it or not, but your knees just ache like crazy. I had that when I was young, and you got lumps on the bottom of my kneecaps. That hurts.
Yep. And the girls, Courtney Kulseth was a double winner, won the 800 and 1600.
So I'm sure that Coach Meyer's looking forward to cross country already.
Yeah, somehow the distances always seem to do kind of well.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
NRHEG and Janesville and Waterville had their Section 2A True Team meet. The boys and girls both had 14 teams competing. In the boys, NRHEG was 8th, WEM was 11th, JWP was 12th.
So the softball and track, okay, they don't quite mix.
Right.
So softball and baseball are ruling those 2 schools.
Yep.
Okay.
And in the girls' Section 2A True Team, WEM was 3rd.
Whoa.
NRHEG 7th, and JWP 13th out of 14 teams. NRHEG did set another school record. Their 4x8 relay team of Schlake,
Parpar?
Fleming,
No, not Parpar.
not Parpar, Krause, and Cole. The 4x8 team set a new school record.
Sounds like a law firm, kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So track teams this week, Waseca is off now, I believe, unless they have makeups thrown in, and usually they don't make them up in track.
No.
But their next scheduled one is May 24th at New Prague.
Holy cow.
Yeah, they have the whole week off if they aren't making up anything.
Oh, my gosh. That sounds like the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've been off for about 9 days.
NRHEG and Waterville have the conference meet, the Gopher Conference meet, Tuesday at Wells.
Okay.
And JWP will be in the Valley Conference meet Tuesday at Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial. So
Okay.
those teams will be busy other than Waseca, unless, as we said, there could be some makeups there or something that we don't know about.
Maybe they could go to the junior high has it every year they have a track and field.
Yeah,
maybe
that
they
should
can go
be
there
coming
and
up, yeah.
dominate. Okay.
Softball teams in the area, JWP, Teddy, they are 5-9 overall. They defeated Alden 8-7 and then dropped a 13-0 decision to NRHEG.
You didn't have the Janesville score in there? I thought they beat Janesville by 1.
This was Janesville we're talking about.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Rissa.
No.
Okay. Andy, wake me up.
Good.
Okay.
5-9, the Bulldogs, they play Tuesday at Madelia.
Okay.
NRHEG, they're 9-4 for the year. They lost to Maple River 5-2, then defeated Medford 11-1 and JWP 13-0. They go to Blooming Prairie on Monday.
Lundberg still pitching?
Yep.
Okay.
WEM, they're 12-4 overall, having a solid season. They got a good bunch of senior girls. They're
Funny how
riding
it kinda
every
runs
sport.
the cycle like that, yeah.
They had just one game. That was yesterday against Blue Earth. They defeated the Bucks 6-5. Monday they will go to Medford. And the Waseca Blue Jays, 5-8 overall. They lost to New Ulm 6-1. Now, I think they were playing yesterday like at 5 o'clock.
Really?
Someone said at home. They were supposed to go to Hutchinson. I think that got called off. And then they rescheduled a Fairmont makeup for 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
So, and I didn't hot chocolate.
Yep, didn't hear the results of that, but Melissa Cox and her crew are 5-8 overall. They play a doubleheader against St. Peter on Tuesday.
Oof.
Baseball teams in the area, Teddy, JWP, they had just one game this week. They lost to Maple River 4-3 in 9 innings. Good ball game because Maple River's got a good team. The Bulldogs 6-6 for the year. They play at Alden Monday. I saw your man Tommy Gannon started against Maple River and held them to like 2 hits over 5 innings. So.
Yep, but then they lost an extra.
Yep. NRHEG, they're 5-10, and I know Andy wants us to mention yesterday their field was renamed Jeff and Carol Reese Field. Great honor to Jeff, who's put in almost as much time there as Tink did here. So, yeah.
You ever play against him?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
The guy was crafty.
Great glove man.
Oh.
Tremendous glove man at first base.
Dan Jensen and I used to sometimes do substitute officiating whenever they had rainouts and they couldn't find officials. Okay, whatever you call them, umpires. Anyhow, we go down to Waldorf. Mike Mudeking would hire us, and we go down there, and then we make enough to stop off the Creamery on the way home and have you could build taco bar, and then have maybe enough for a daiquiri or margarita back in the days when you could drink when you're driving. But we had a good time, but to tell you that Reese, he would pull more tricks than you could ever imagine. He'd intentionally have the pitcher throw over the catcher. They'd have a signal, so he's going to throw it over his head, hit the backstop, and ricochet back to the catcher, while the guy on third base thinks he's got an easy run coming in, and then they throw him out. Pitcher cover home. It was a great play. Then he had one where he had a guy taking off for first base on 3 balls.
That was his favorite.
Oh, my
runner
God.
on second. They'd throw a ball. It would be ball 3, and the runner would take off to first. Not take off, but jog to first like it was ball 4. And the other team would go, no, it's only 3. And then the guy from second would sneak into third.
Nobody called timeout. Yeah. It was just...
I used to ump for Jeff, and I'd always walk up to him before I started and said, don't try that fake walk play, because I'm not going to allow it. I'm just going to say timeout. You can't do it. Yeah, I can.
No, I'm glad he got the field named after him. That's quite an honor.
The Panthers, NRHEG, they're 5-10 this year. They lost to Maple River 4-1. They lost to Medford 1-0 in 9 innings, pitcher's duel. And then they defeated Pact Charter.
Yeah, did you see
yesterday,
that one?
3-2.
That was on the christening of the field, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. They have a walk-off on that.
Yep.
That was neat.
Monday they go to Blooming Prairie. WEM 10-5 overall. Another good season for the Bucks. They defeated LeSueur 9-7. They defeated Blooming Prairie 9-0. And yesterday they played right in front of us on their home field. They beat Bloor 5-4 in 8 innings.
Ooh.
And so they had a 3-win week, 10-5 for the year. Monday they host Medford.
Well, I think it was the Tigmeyer's Day yesterday.
Yep.
Okay, because Haley, the daughter, apparently not daughter, but the sister of the other Tigmeyer, he was the pitcher, right?
Yep.
I think he scored the winning run, I think. And then she scored the winning run in the softball game against Bloor. So
How about that?
it was, Tigmeyer Saturday, baby. Good day.
And I guess we do have to talk, Coach Hayford will talk about the Blue Jays, so, oh yeah, he's not here again.
Sound, you ever hear that song, the Sound of Silence song by Simon and Garfunkel?
There
it is, right there. It could be Simon and Garfunkel and Hayford.
Well, a little while ago we were talking to the Blue Jays had won 7 in a row to get to 7-5. Now they've lost 4 in a row.
Like the
and
Twins.
They've been shut out 3 games in a row.
Whoa.
Hitting is contagious, and right now it's not catching on.
Oh my gosh.
We lost to New Ulm 3-0 in Otana on Thursday, and yesterday we lost to a 1-16 Faribault team 7-0.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
no wonder they've been so down.
So you know how Cougars feel.
Oh my gosh.
Mental mistakes. Pitching wasn't sharp yesterday. Eric hit 4, walked 5. We both had 5 hits, but they score 7 runs. We get one guy to third.
Was there a prom in the area?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Jake,
Row.
Jake the Snake was umping, and about the 4th inning, I walked up and I said, I know my eyes aren't very good anymore, and I'm not seeing, but it just kind of looks like a roundhouse community ed Clear Lake Park Summer League curveball. Jake said, that would describe it well. And our guys are lunging, leaning. I mean, we're missing like this. It's not close.
Oh, my gosh. So they're swinging like the Twins.
Yeah.
Kinda. Okay.
We had 5 hits, and one was a wind-blowing single that would have been a routine out if the wind hadn't been blowing. But as you mentioned, Ted, that wind was raw yesterday. It was a cold day to play baseball.
I had the grandkids home, and we went down the park. Holy crap, I had to tie them down. They just about blew away.
Yeah.
It was unreal.
Next week, the Jays. Monday, head to Fairmont. Tuesday, head to St. Peter.
Oh, geez.
Thursday, head to Blue Earth.
Oh, geez.
Friday, home game.
Oh, this
First one of the year.
This is the one.
Friday at TLF Field. The temporary backstop is up and in place. The sodding will be done tomorrow, according to Mr. Bartell.
Okay.
Popcorn.
And
Don't know about that.
last report, there would be no popcorn.
So we got, what is it? TCU at TFL?
Great.
Okay. ASAP. Okay.
And TCU went out of their way to help us because the Twins were very insistent that they wanted us to have a game on the 20th here.
Okay.
That was their goal, and we could get all of our conference games that we had left, they were all playing on the 20th.
Oh.
And TCU graciously agreed to move it from about a week ago to this date so that we would have an opponent.
Our hats off to TCU.
Yeah, that was
very
nice
classy.
of them. So we will finally be at home, and for you that want to get down there, it is a 4 o'clock start that day, because what we understand is the Twins want to have something on the pregame show before their game that night.
So they're milking all the PR out of there.
They're milking it, and Hafe and I are just saying, let's just play the game. And Mr. Hedevar was talking about throwback uniforms.
Oh,
and
my Lord.
we were trying to tell him, well, some of the zippers don't work. So I think we got past that one. But
Mom's gut is a little too big.
oh, golly.
Well, maybe the umpire get one of those bladders they used to
Why
have,
did
those
he-
big balloons.
Why had he been quiet the whole night and he just had to throw that barb in? Why is that?
Because he's our producer.
I see.
Yeah,
and he can
Too
do
much
what he wants.
pizza.
Yeah.
Too much weight.
Here he goes. Now, see, you give him one little leeway, and it just starts
You open
like,
the floodgates.
yeah,
Is
it
this
just
Grandpa
goes.
Mike's Pizza Wagon? Is that what we're talking about?
Yep.
Oh,
Every Tuesday.
really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sacred Heart School every
Out at the
Tuesday.
Ponderosa.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Good
Well,
stuff.
I'm glad I'm on this show, so I find this stuff out.
MSU, Mankato State baseball team, 34-16.
Yeah, but they
1-2 at the conference tournament. They will announce the region teams today, and Tink says we're in.
Well, I would say so.
They're ranked 4th out of 8 teams or something.
Still disappointing at the tournament.
Yeah.
Jeez.
They had a 10-game winning streak going
Yep.
into that tourney.
Yes.
Softball team, they finished last week. Their news, Coley Reese made All-American. Over 1,000 strikeouts already and a year to go.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what's weird is when you're watching girls softball now, and sometimes you'll see the third basemen with those masks on, and the pitchers all wear those masks on.
Yep.
You never saw that in the old days.
No, not at all.
You get drilled by one of those fast pitches. My brother used to pitch fast pitch, and he took his life into his hand. One time he had one come right back and broke his cup. I remember Todd Dufault did that once, and line driving baseball, and picked the ball up, threw him out of first base, ran in the dugout, got somebody else's cup, put it back in, went back out and pitched.
We had Steve Kaiser take one right
Whoa.
off the forehead in Otana. He went down, went into spasms. Dewey Swenson, I still remember, reached in and pulled his tongue because it was curled around, and he clomped on Dewey's hand, but he was in the hospital about 3 days, and it was touch and go on the field. He got hit so hard.
Well, now with those aluminum bats, well, now they're
Yeah.
composites or something, but you'd life in your own hands, your pitcher.
Golden Gusties, they had a nice feature last night on Channel 4 and Brad Baker, and running his business and turning the Gusty program around. They finished 20-18 this year, and they were tied for 6th in the MIAC, but they've had a lot of losing seasons, so this was probably a real breakthrough for
His
him.
little entourage of coaches are over the hill.
Phenomenal.
As far as age, okay.
Jeff Annis and his crew, the softball team, they ended up 26-12, tied for 2nd in the conference, but lost 2 straight in the conference tourney.
Yep.
Little disappointing. Bethany, Mankato Bethany, the baseball team, 9-21 overall. They were 7-9 in the conference. The softball team, 7-23 overall. They were 4-12 in the conference. Golden Gophers, the baseball team, is in first place. Teddy, how about that?
At least somebody is.
32-15 for the year. They're 14-5 in the Big Ten. They've won the first 2 games against Purdue. Play the 3rd today, and then next week Ohio State comes to Siebert Field. The Gophers have a solid shot at winning the conference.
You want to play a team called the Boilermakers on a day like today.
Yeah.
The wind chill's probably going to be, jeez, you warm up on that, baby. Okay.
The softball team, they're 40-12, 19-3 in the conference. They won the first 2 games of the Big Ten tourney. They were scheduled to play Michigan last night for the championship. I saw the Gophers were behind 3-2 like in the 7th.
Was it on TV?
I don't know.
I think it was.
I didn't check, and I didn't hear the final, but
Okay.
they at least, they'll go on to the region. So
Okay. Hey,
phenomenal year
heck
for
of a
them.
record, yeah.
A couple other Gopher things, Teddy, quickly.
Yeah.
New AD,
Yeah.
Mark Coyle. Is he our savior?
Well, he's going to have to rein in Patino right away. Did you see what happened there?
Well, that was my second point. Patino and Lucia appear to be the 2 on the hot seat.
Oh, yeah. And you never would have figured Lucia would be, but
No.
he is. But
Well, I
Patino-
think he is strictly for not winning
enough. Yeah.
Patino is for other
Oh,
reasons.
my gosh. I mean, did you see how much you overspent his
Yeah,
travel budget by?
yeah.
How can you? Never mind. I mean, never mind. God. And he's really in the hot seat. This is producer Sia. But did you see what the buyout would be on his contract?
Yeah.
$7 million.
How could anyone write that up as a
That is
contract?
just insane. That is dumb.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Your Minnesota Twins have snapped the losing
I
streak.
don't want to get the Twins yet. Okay, we missed a very important team, the Marauders. You know where the Mankato Marauders are?
Yeah, I've heard
You know
that.
who was playing yesterday for them?
No.
Levi Fossen. Remember Levi?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Levi. I saw him on TV last night. He caught a pass. Okay, and then they had Kirby Puckett Jr. playing. Apparently, he went to some college somewhere up the cities, and he's playing on this team. And I think they won the game. It was impressive. Okay, apparently you didn't watch it.
No.
Okay, we might have to get over and catch a game. What do you think?
I could go.
They're playing at Medelia High School field.
I could go watch flag football in the Clear Lake Park outfield
Well, you could do that too.
if I need something to do.
Yeah, well, you can go to watch horseshoe pitching too. And Dave Snyder will bring him down from Waterville.
I did forget to mention too, Teddy, back at MSU, their
Yeah.
men's and women's track teams both won the conference
That's
title.
right. And the golf team did well too.
Yep. Good program.
Yep.
Okay, now can we talk about your
We can talk
Twins?
about the Twins now. I got the cap on.
9-26 for the year, a 1-win week,
Yeah,
but snap the streak, right?
that's right.
And your man in Velasco, he just keeps cruising right along with those 4 or 5 inning stellar performances.
And then boom. We can make fun all you want, but at least you got somebody to talk about.
Well, we can talk about any of them.
Yeah. I saw Mauer get 2 hits last night.
Did
I
ya?
saw that Centeno guy.
Is he still leading off,
No,
Mauer?
no.
He let off a few games.
Yep, he did. That was a dumb mistake.
Mm-hmm.
But at least, I mean, singles hitter, maybe that's the best place for him. But he's back to 300 now. That was good to see. And then they're talking about the M&M brothers, you know, with Morneau and Mauer back in the old days. Well, that's about all we can reminisce about right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. The Twins wrap up the series at Cleveland today and then go to Detroit for 3.
And I think they got that Duffy thrown, don't they?
I didn't see who
Yeah, I
was
think it
pitching
is.
today.
He's always pitched well against Cleveland. So, hey, they could win 2 in a row.
And of course, the big winners in Minnesota, the Lynx,
Mm-hmm.
start off 1-0, 95-76 over Phoenix. Maya Moore 27, Simone Augustus 21,
Yep. And I think Moore had her most assists she's ever had.
10 assists. Yep.
Yep. Double. Then he had Lindsay Whalen. How old is she?
I don't know.
She got to be close to 40.
Late 30s. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, she's still playing. They want to play in the Olympic team.
14 points, and then your beauty is back, Janelle.
Yeah, she's a big lady. I like her tats. I like her tattoos she's got, boy. Then you see Brittany Griner, all the tattoos she's got.
Yeah,
Oh, my
she's-
Lord. We got to get some tattoos. You got any tattoos?
Not a one.
Andy, you got any tattoos?
I got one on
You got
Maceo.
one. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got Maceo, and that's a gorgeous one, too. Gene must like this. Let's not go up against that at night.
The Lynx will be at Chicago Wednesday, Teddy.
That was Mother's Day, okay.
That's all I got, Ted. Anything you're
Well,
ready
let's
to
see.
throw in Mr. Walleye now, or?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I was watching TV the other day, and I'm watching golf, okay?
Yeah.
And I was watching the players. You watch the players?
I've
though?
been watching the players, yep.
Those guys.
I want to get to 17.
Oh, I'd like to go just there to see that.
Just
hole.
once, I want to play it.
Those poor guys. It's got to be the easiest hole that you'd think, is the water wasn't around it.
Yeah,
Okay.
surrounding
Yeah,
it.
but then they put the water all the way around it, and these guys, they think they hit a good shot, but yesterday they had it where the ball had rolled back, and
Yeah.
they must have had about almost 5 hole-in-ones where the ball is sitting and the crowd would be cheering it on and the ball would keep going. thinking that's got to be a hole to go to before you pass away.
Yeah.
You just got to see
Yep.
that. And that Jason Day, he's just proven that he is the real deal. And yesterday, he had 2 double bogeys and still comes in 1 over par.
Yep.
And then you see Spieth doesn't make the cut, Mickelson doesn't make the cut, and then you got Big John Daly leading the pro tour, the old guys. Okay, first time out of the box, he's over 50 now, and he comes in, he might win that from wire to wire. I don't
Probably
people out
having
there,
a few Stogs and a few Brewskis
probably,
as
yeah,
he plays.
yeah. Well, I don't know about the Brewskis, but
How
Hey.
did Rory do yesterday? I just saw he was 8
he
under
fell
at
apart.
the start.
He fell apart.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was, there's days to lose it. That'd be about it. But those greens, they showed them, and you just touch the ball, and it's just like putting on this table. Oh my God! So yeah, I just want to bring it up. Like golf out there, a few people. It's the course is in great shape if we ever have some decent weather to get out there and play it. But the rain sure softened up everything. And
Well, we want to put you under the gun too.
Sure.
Now, as long as we have this huge crowd always tuning in each and every week.
yeah,
Probably a little early to start plugging it, but the annual Todd Mann Memorial
yep,
has
yep.
been moved to a Saturday this year. It's
Yeah.
July 9th. And Teddy, I can tell you that we already have 2 of the 4 confirmed signatures for that tourney.
You and me.
Me
Fairburn.
and Hafe.
Oh, okay.
Hafe is signed in.
Okay. Well, my son Quinn wants to, if we got an extra spot, but we'll have to see. But he never comes down, and he wants to. They moved to Saturday. He doesn't have to work, so he's thinking about that. We'll talk.
Okay.
Yeah. Todd Mann, I got my shirts at home.
Yeah.
My wife likes those shirts.
Yeah.
They're nice and soft to cuddle up to.
Yeah.
They're not really starchy or
Yeah,
anything. Yeah.
yeah.
So they're nice and they're felt.
Why, do you have a dog?
I don't have a dog.
Cuddle up to her?
Oh, jeez, don't
Wouldn't
say
be
that.
you.
No, I don't. We used to have a cat.
Okay.
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Okay.
Okay.
Can
Well, let's
you
talk.
stretch it 2 more
Yeah, opening and fishing season. Okay.
Yes.
What are those idiots doing out there at midnight in a boat?
They want to catch the walleye chop.
But it just is stupid. I mean, it was the wind chill on Friday night.
I don't know.
It had to be in the 20s, I would guess.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And you're out there in a boat. Why don't you just go ice fishing?
Because there's no ice.
Okay. Reminds me of one time when Dougie Barrett went out there and opening. You remember that happened?
Mhm.
And the boat went by and a propeller hit him.
Yep.
He'd lucky to be alive.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Speaking of being alive, how about Charlie Fuller? You
Not
hear anything
good.
Not good?
No.
For those of you who don't know what Charlie Fuller is, you should. He's a great guy, great sportsman from Owatonna, heck of a bowler, and he's not doing real well right now. So nothing else. We want to put our prayers out to Charlie and
Yep.
wish him recovery.
Yeah.
See it happens.
On the oxygen tank, and from what my lack of medical knowledge, supposedly there's 6 levels
Okay.
of an oxygen tank, and he's at 5.
Whoa.
So
That's it.
I know Tink stopped to see him a while ago and said it won't be long.
Won't be long.
So
Well, he's going to have one heck of a tribute when he passes by. 'Cause
yeah.
that
Well,
guy,
for those of you that don't know, Darts Park is named after Charlie Fuller. Like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's Charlie Fuller Field.
Okay,
now.
so not Dart Park.
No.
Okay.
So
That's
he got the field named after him, like Tink did ours, and
Jeff Reese and
yep, and Jeff now too.
they all
So
got a passion for the game.
you bet.
Joe
Well,
Gross.
Yeah, another good one.
Yep,
Joe
that
Gross.
was Joel's dad was
Yeah.
theirs is named after. You bet.
Well, you're probably wondering what I brought for my prop today. Okay, this I bought a long time ago. It is a whole story goes with this, all right? But I ended up buying the doggone thing in one of those Cracker Barrels, and we're going to buy one. They only sold them at Cracker Barrels at that time, so we went to Cracker Barrel up in Burnsville, and they didn't have any there, all sold out. Okay, then we stopped in Milwaukee. We're going to Louisville. Okay, stopped in Milwaukee, they're all sold out. We stopped in Indianapolis by the Speedway there to take the kids on a trip. They're all sold out. So finally I get down to Louisville, they got 2 Cracker Barrels, okay? So we go to the first Cracker Barrel, all out. And then it wasn't meant to get one of these stupid things. And then so the bus driver said, well, I'm going to go to the other Cracker Barrel because I want to get one. He's got me all excited about these things now. So he goes to the other Cracker Barrel, and they had 2 left. So he got one, I got one. So this baby right here, Billy the bass, Billy the big mouth bass here, okay? And it's a thing that's supposed to move, but it's so old right now, it only moves part of it. So I just want to show people how it works, okay? Because they got a couple songs. So, look at a little tail, okay? Note for note, don't worry. Be happy. I love this song. Okay? Robbie McFerrin. Don't worry, be happy. I'll sell it to anybody out there for $20. $20, and the tail moves, but the mouth is supposed to move, but it doesn't. So I'll just do it. Okay, supposed to sing at the same time. Woo, woo. And then it's got 2 songs, not just one. Okay, you get double your money. All right, and this is the one that Kugath likes. Down by the river. Woo! I want to know. Take me to the river.
This is really becoming a family show, isn't it, Andy?
Let's wrap it up, boys.
Hey, baby,
That'll do it for this week's show. Thanks to my right-hand man, Ted Hammond.
And Bobby
Thanks.
the Bass.
Yeah,
We
Bobby.
apologize to
Billy
Coach
the Big
Hayford.
Mouth.
We ran out of time, but we'll get to him next week. Thanks to Hudson and Steve for producing the show, and thanks to you for watching. Hopefully, we'll see you all next week.
Take me to the river. Drive me in the water.